Okay, folks, up on the bench today. First off, apologize for the shaky cam. I'm having a problem with my camera stand. It's not working correctly today, and I'm not fighting with it. Up on the bench today is the Fong DBJ-1. This is the 2-meter 440 J pool that Fong creates for sale and has with his group. As you can see, we have damage to this one. This was damaged in a move. Fellow club member damaged it when they were taking stuff down. One of his kids pulled it off and inadvertently tore it down. Not a problem. We're going to get it fixed up today, get it resoldered. And then this is going to become part of a go kit for our county areas unit. He's donated it with that. So we'll do some still shots as we progress through this. We'll talk a little bit and transition through. Not going to do the actual live right here due to our camera malfunctioning issues. Just going to have to deal with it the way it is. So stick around and we'll progress as we go here. As I was sitting here looking at this, I got to thinking this 18 gauge wire wasn't much. We showed in the video, or in the still there rather, what we had. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a small jumper in place here, try to separate these wires a little better. I didn't really like the way it was setting up or looking. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put this small 14 gauge jumper in between the two pieces, and it's going to give us a little more stability in it, a little more oomph, and will help us along the way. I think it's about a 16 or 18 gauge wire that's in there now, but like I said, I really didn't like the way that's set up, so we're going to improve on it a little bit here. What you see in front of you there, I believe this is where I got this from was NASA. I believe this is the NASA splice we're going to do. Basically, we're taking the wires, we're taking what's already soldered into the ring here, and we're going to flow solder throughout it and basically bond them together that way. It's going to provide a greater level of connectivity, and it's going to provide for a stronger bond all the way around. So we'll show the rest here in a second as we finish it up. Okay, so this is our final piece here. It's now been reconnected, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not the best at soldering. I never claimed to be. I just am not. It's an art I'm still learning. But you can see there, we got some flow in it. It's solid. It'll do what we need it to do. Now, don't worry about what this looks like. We don't have to worry about exposure. We're going to tape it up anyway. But this is something we probably could have run some heat shrink over if I would have really thought about it. But to be fair and honest, this is going to be inside a PVC pipe, so it's not a big deal. A little electrical tape will go a long way on it. We'll hopefully get her up in the air and running very shortly. So in this part right here, what we ended up with was we ended up breaking the center pin connection as we were completing the reattachment and securement inside the tube. And I really didn't like the way this was looking. So at this point, this is where I decided we needed to change this out and put a whole new pigtail in its place. What you're going to see in the next portion of the video here is just that occurring, and we're going to put a much stronger connection into place and make this a better product overall. Okay, so there's our end result. We went ahead and put a pigtail SO239 in place, and we went ahead and we did the heat shrink over it as well. I really wish I would have had a proper boom for this today. This would have worked out real nice. But we're going to go ahead and put it on the meter and see where she lands. So what we have now in front of us here is the SWR test of the modified Fong J-pool. And what we did was, as we mentioned in the previous part, we put a new SO239 connection on this, and we ran a pigtail down. It's a heavier gauge wire than what was on there, and stronger bond all the way around. You can see in the video here, it's about a 2.2 to 1. So a little high, but that's to be expected because it is on the bench number 1. Number 2, we got a lot of stuff going on around it that's going to cause that impedance to go up, or rather go down in this case, and also not quite line up where we want it to be. So you'll see in our next clip coming up here, what we're actually going to see on it. Also, what we're using there, as I mentioned, is the Nano VNA. If you've not seen one, get yourself one of these. They're about the size of a credit card, and they're a great product. You can get them anywhere from about 40 to 60 bucks, depending on who you get it through. And it comes with everything you need to do this, and it's going to provide you with way, way, way more than you're ever going to need from an analyzer. Pretty awesome what it can do. Okay, so I've gone ahead and stretched the Nano out here, just laid it across the floor, and we're taking a look at it now. As you can see, it drops to about a 1.47 to 1. We're right around 53 ohms. That's pretty good for a commercial build antenna that we've done a pretty serious modification to. We're in the range of about 146, 760. We run 2 repeaters in our area, 146, 745 and 146, 910. I'm not too worried about it being across the bottom. It's going to do exactly what we need it to do for repeater work and for Aries work as well, which is what it's going to be used for. So this is a good product. It's ready to rock and roll. We've made the modifications we need to make to it. And I would trust it to get on the air and go usable. So we'll probably test it out at some point and see how it does. But for now, that is it for that. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.